Hello everyone, it's Jen at Ink Paper Rubber. I hope you are having a wonderful Wednesday. We got some fun stuff in today and I wanted to be sure and share it with you. This first batch has a variety of things. It's an order that came from one of my distributors, so we have some of this and some of that. We have some dies, we have some new stamps, some new markers, and some great new Christmas papers. So let's just jump right in and see what we got. First of all, I finally got the Tim Holtz crochet die back in stock. This came out earlier this year. I think maybe this was part of the Chapter 2 release, and we had some in but sold out, and then it's been very difficult to get back in. But this has 4 dies in it that does these really gorgeous edge dies like this crocheted lace trim. Just absolutely gorgeous. So those are really great. We also got in some new products from Waffle Flower Crafts. The first one that we got is a cover plate die or a background die, and this one is called Circle Texture, and I love it. It does cut here on the outside corner, so it will cut your rectangle out, and then it just does these concentric rings, just does some stitching in your background. So those don't actually cut anything out. I'm not sure that center one may actually cut out, but these stitching rings actually just perforate your paper so you have this great pattern on the background. We also got in a great stamp and die for Christmas. This is their Oversized Mary, and this is the stamp set, and you can see you do really have this really nice oversized Mary stamp. It will fit on an A2 card. It's about 5 inches wide and maybe 3 3/4 high, but it will fit on your card. You have some snowflake stamps, and then you have the additional word stamps with it, so you can have Merry and Bright, Merry Christmas, Merry Everything, and then there's even a different font for your Merry and Bright. There is also a Merry die that goes with it. I know this is kind of hard to see because it's backwards, but it is in the same font and the same size as the Merry stamp, so you can just use this if you want for a focal point on a card. And we also have in the combo set. If you do want both of them, you save just a little bit by buying the combo set, and it just has the stamp and the die set. And this is one of those combo sets that actually comes this way from Waffle Flower. Also got in some Tombow dual brush markers. Perfect timing as we're doing an Art Impressions watercolor class today, and we are using these. These are water-based markers, so you can do watercolor techniques with them. You can just straight up color with them. And we got 5 colors in. I will show you here on my swatch. That 291 is a really nice pale aqua. I think that will be great for skies. Also love this yellow here. It's chrome yellow, and it's a yellow with just a little bit of orange, although you see as you pull it out with water, you lose some of that orange and you get more of the yellow. The next one is just called purple. To me, that looks much more magenta-y, but that's okay. The next one is jet blue, and it is a real dark, almost navy blue, but you can see when you add water to it, it has a little bit of purple in it. Reminds me a little bit of the distressed color Chip Sapphire. And finally over here on the right we have black, and black in and of itself is not a terribly exciting color, but there are times when you use it. We are using it on one of our cards that we're doing in class today, so it's always nice to have a black marker. And of course these are the dual brush markers. One tip has the flexible brush tip and the other has the hard fine point, so you can have the best of both worlds with that. All right, some new Christmas paper. The first paper we got in is from Bo Bunny. This one is called Christmas Treasures, and I did not order all the papers in this line. I wasn't super crazy about that kind of pink color, but I absolutely loved this cut-apart sheet called Reindeer. You can see that you have like portraits of the different reindeer, and we have some other things thrown in there in between, but all in these picture frames. And I thought those would be great to use as cut-aparts. The back does have a pretty poinsettia print on it, but we got some papers that would be great layering papers. We have this one here in this kind of maroon polka dot, and the back side of it you can see it's called wassail, and so I think this is the different things that go into making that drink, the fruits and the cinnamon sticks and such. We have this really nice plaid that's mostly the hunter green with a little bit of the maroon in it. And the back side of it is a maroon print. And finally, we have the hunter green polka dots and with a holly print on the back side of it. The next two papers are really fun. They are called Santa's Sweater, and so they are like a sweater knit. And this one's foxy. How adorable is that, with the, looks like the little foxes knitted into the sweater. You can actually see it looks like it has that sweater texture. This is just regular paper, but the way they printed it, it really has that sweater texture to it. And the back side of it has the fun snowflake texture. And then this one is super cute. This one is called Puppy Sweater, and you can see we have the little paw prints knitted into this sweater, and on the back side of it is just a red sweater knit on the back of that one. All right, last up is a line from Pebbles called Merry Little Christmas, and I was a little disappointed because they said all the papers I wanted were in stock, but they didn't all ship. But the good news is that they have come in stock and they are on my order that should be here next week. But I really liked this cut apart sheet. I like the colors. A little bit different. You have your reds and greens, but we have some kind of pale green in here, and we've got a little bit of pink thrown in there, and just some really fun images. I think these would make some really, really cute cards. There is a nice text print on the back of it, and the papers that we did get in so far are this red and kind of pale pink polka dot, and the back side of it is a holly print. And I like these trees a lot. They're kind of the light colored trees on this dark green background. And you can see they have the little white spots on there for like little lights or Christmas ornaments. And it has a plaid on the back side. And finally, this one, which has this fun candy cane diagonal stripe on one side and has candy canes on the other side. Before I go, let me just show you really quickly some samples with the waffle flower. Here you can see that circle texture background, so you can see how it's given that wonderful texture, and they've actually used that as little frames for the little tiny craft supplies in there. But you could also just use it as a general texture background if you wanted to. And here is a sample with the oversized Mary. Isn't that great out of the glitter? That would look wonderful in some of the new glitter papers that we just got in. So a lot of fun with that one as well. All right, that is it for now. We did get in an order from Lawn Fawn. It has more from their latest release, items that we had sold out of. I'm going to do my very best to show you that to you today. I do have a class coming up tonight. We also got in an order from Picket Fence Studios. I will probably not show that to you today. I'm not going to have time. Plus, there's some items in it that don't actually release until Saturday. So I may hold on to that and maybe we'll show you that late tomorrow. So stay tuned for that one as well. That is all I have for you right now. I hope you have a great evening and we look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.